Hello, everyone. My name is Todd Hilberg, and I'm the superintendent of the Columbia School District. While it saddens me that we're not able to gather together to honor and recognize the outstanding contributions of this year's Crystal Apple Award recipients, I am honored to be working side by side with these amazing professionals as we navigate into new territory for public education. All of this brings me to our district's recipient of the 2019-20 Crystal Apple Award winner, Ms. Susan Rickords. My history with Ms. Rickords goes back many years. I first met Susan as a parent and volunteer back when I was teaching fourth grade. Susan was the mother of two of my fourth grade students back in, well, I won't give you the exact year, but let's just say it was a few years ago. And as I was saying, Susan's history in the Columbia School District began as a parent volunteer and then progressed to a substitute paraeducator and was hired a year later. She eventually left this position to pursue her passion and teaching career. 2 short years later, Susan returned and was hired as a teacher and has spent her entire career at Columbia Elementary and Middle School. I mentioned to you previously that my history with Susan has come full circle, as just last year, she happened to be the fourth grade teacher to my son, who loved being in Mrs. Rickords' class. Susan has done it all, beginning as a parent volunteer and worked her way through our system until she found her rightful place in front of students. This is a testament to her passion for the teaching profession and her unapologetic love for the Columbia School District. If you give her the opportunity, she's not shy about sharing her love for educating children and her love for our little community. Mr. Yale, Susan's principal, had this to say about her. Susan Rickords truly is an outstanding educator. If you visit Mrs. Rickords' classroom, you'll see a teacher adored by her students. The children in her classroom grow and excel due to how she builds relationships and nurtures them, not only educationally, but also socially and emotionally. Mrs. Rickords is the teacher that every student wants to learn with. She makes math fun, exciting, and rewarding. Mrs. Rickords is truly a selfless educator that knows that her students do not stop being her students at the end of the year. She follows their growth and development as they work their way through our organization. One of Susan's students had this to say about her. I know Mrs. Rickords as my teacher, and she is the best fourth grade math teacher ever. When I was new to this school, I was very nervous walking through those fourth grade doors at the beginning of the year. When I came to this school on the first day, Mrs. Rickords cheerfully welcomed me like I had been there forever. That made me very happy and glad I was there. Math is like an adventure, the way Mrs. Rickords teaches it. Learning in her class is like reading a great mystery book. The way Mrs. Rickords teaches makes the start of each new math topic interesting, exciting, and fun. With Mrs. Rickords, it's easy to accomplish my goal of being a great math student. Susan, on behalf of all of us at the Columbia School District, congratulations. Thank you for your passion, your effort, and your love for our community. Thank you for being a coyote.
This year's Finley Crystal Apple Award winner is Athena Pelly. Athena graduated from Finley's Riverview High School in 1997. She also graduated with an associate degree via Running Start from CBC that same year. She continued her education through Heritage College and earned her Bachelor of Arts in Education in Elementary Ed K-8, Bilingual Ed K-12, and English as a Second Language K-12 in 2002. Finley Elementary was lucky enough to bring her home and hired her in 2005 as our English as a Second Language teacher and coordinator, where she worked until 2014 when she moved to a 5th grade English language arts teacher position. Next year, she will be moving to the elementary librarian position and will bring her passion for technology to the whole building. Additional contributions Ms. Pelly has brought to Finley are math team coach, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, trainer mentor of Google and other technology, promoter and creator of community reading opportunities, and facilitator of grade level student-led celebrations. Fellow 5th grade teacher and nominator Mike Bold has these words to say. Athena has shown instructional leadership in our 5th grade team and in our building. She used sentence frames to make our school-wide citizenship program, Make Your Day, more positive and meaningful to students. Jennifer Smith, a parent, Athena is always looking out for kids in the school. always looking for ways to help them succeed and push them to reach their potential. She is always friendly, and the children look forward to having her as a teacher. Athena is dedicated, caring, and respected by her peers and by the community. She's a real asset to our school and students. Stephanie Newton, parent and PTG president. Miss Pelly loves what she does and loves being able to help and guide our school students. Any conversation you have with her, you can tell she is passionate. She regularly shows support for our parent-teacher group, attends our meetings, and posts our events on her class dojo. Pam Kinney, Finley Elementary Principal. Athena has a passion for reading, writing, and language. On more than one occasion, she has brought reading to life by coordinating groups of elementary and middle school students to attend the Cavalcade of Authors. If and when the school is unable to participate in the cavalcade, she arranges for authors to come to school and speak to our 4th and 5th grade students. Last year, Athena began the legwork to bring the program One School, One Book to our elementary school. Through her efforts, each family was able to get the book because Winn-Dixie. If a family was identified as a Spanish or Russian-speaking family, she found the book in their home language and provided it so parents could read with their children. She also created a video and released it by chapters on her webpage in Spanish and English, with it being read out loud by parents, students, and other school staff. I was fortunate enough to be able to be part of that as well. Overall, Athena's passion for learning can be seen through her enthusiasm, her willingness to share her knowledge with students and staff, and the continuing of her own learning and understanding. Recently, this is an addition from what we were going to say. I just want to add that Athena has stepped up to help fellow staff members who need guidance in technology as we go through this COVID-19. She has provided training, online training for other staff members to help distribute the educational needs to kids. And comments have come back like Athena is the goddess of technology. And she is very much appreciated by the district for her dedication to fellow staff members and students. In closing, it is my pleasure and honor to present the Crystal Apple Award to Athena Pelly. Well deserved, and keep up the great work. Thank you.
Hello from Kennewick School District. I have the pleasure of recognizing Chenoa Meagher, Kennewick School District's Crystal Apple Award winner. Chenoa teaches kindergarten at Sage Crest Elementary, and she's a ray of sunshine. She's always cheerful, helpful, and ready to roll up her sleeves for her students and colleagues. Chenoa is a key part of the kindergarten team at Sage Crest. They're a special group, collaborative, innovative, and dedicated. And Chenoa's teammates say she's at the heart of all of that, at the beaming, radiant center. She's an accomplished instructor, providing a solid academic foundation for her students and inspiring them to love school. As she's teaching her little ones everything from numbers to sight words, she's making it fun and memorable. She comes up with games to make the lessons come alive. She goes all out on theme days, coming to school in tutus and wigs. She's even decked her classroom out in minions, those little yellow creatures from the Despicable Me movies, as a way to connect with and delight her students. And it's worked. She's known at Sage Crest as the Minion Teacher, with the Minion Room. Kids want to be around her, to learn from her, and to feel her warmth and sunshine. Her colleagues feel the same way. Sarah, a fellow Sage Crest kindergarten teacher, says Chenoa believes in the people around her and backs that up by being the first to offer help and support. Jenna, another kindergarten teammate, says she knows without a doubt that she can count on Chenoa. Others around the district feel the same way. Chenoa is a leader in professional development, especially math. She's a tireless committee member. She's even developed extended Ready for Kindergarten curriculum that's used all across the district. I could go on and on. Chenoa's list of achievements is really something. We've been lucky enough to have Chenoa as a full-time teacher since 2007. She was inspired to go into the field, like so many of us are, by a great teacher she had along the way. You've probably picked up on this, but Chenoa is a high achiever. She strives for excellence and wants to be the best. But when she was in first grade, she struggled a bit. When other kids would finish assignments first, she'd feel anxious and bad. Her teacher made a difference, though. This teacher calmed Chenoa down and helped her see that it wasn't necessarily about being first, but about trying your best. This teacher was a ray of sunshine, and Chenoa knew she wanted to grow up to be that same kind of help and inspiration. We'd say she's done just that. As far as we're concerned, she's the best of the best. And we're proud to honor Chenoa Meagher as Kennewick School District's Crystal Apple Award winner.
Hello, my name is Pete Peterson. I'm Superintendent of Kiona-Benton City School District. I'm honored to be here before you today to honor Kiona-Benton City's Crystal Apple Award winner for 2020. We speak of service and commitment to students every day, but it is in our actions that we demonstrate those attributes. In the visual arts, regardless of students' perceived ability, it is an opportunity for educators to inspire a sense of personal worth and expression that cannot and should not attempt to be quantified. Those gifts reflect our students' hopes and dreams, as well as the superb staff members that inspire them. We are fortunate to have just such an educator in KIB schools, Donna Baumgartner. Donna began teaching visual arts in Kiona-Benton City Schools in 1995 as a full-time teacher of visual arts, interspersed over the years with reading, coaching, club advising, and almost anything else that needed to be done in a small district, including bleacher cleanup. Over the past 15 years, she has traveled with students around the world in order to expose them to arts and opportunities that exist in other cultures and open their eyes to what they could achieve with perseverance and a desire to express themselves through their artwork. She supports her colleagues when developing curricula and offers suggestions for cross-curricular opportunities whenever possible. And she's a recognized teacher leader at our district, sought after for her opinions and her advice. One of Donna's students, Ariel Lofton, who was recognized at the ESD 123 Regional Art Show, explained it in the most thoughtful way. Mrs. Baumgartner is one of those teachers that changes the stereotype that kids don't love school. She's opened my eyes and taught me that gifts don't have to be something expensive that you buy. I look forward to her class every day with anticipation of what else I can create. When Donna Baumgartner creates, are passionate students who learn to see and express the world through a different lens. And reflected in her students are her own values of personal expression and the positive belief that every student's artistic creation is worth its weight in gold. Please allow me to congratulate and recognize one of KIB's best, Mrs. Donna Baumgartner. Thank you so much.
The 2020 Crystal Apple Award winner for the North Franklin School District is Mrs. Lynn King. Lynn has worked for the North Franklin School District since her graduation from Eastern Oregon University in 1981. Go Mounties! Throughout those 39 years, she has taught a variety of classes and grades, including 1st through 6th grade. She has also worked as a reading coach and an intervention specialist at the elementary level. One of her former students, Emily Villa, says that Lynn is loved for her character, positivity, and willingness to help in every way she can. She is an amazing person and someone who I consider a role model. And Emily is in a perfect position to know this because she is no longer one of Mrs. King's students, but as a paraeducator at Basin City Elementary, she is now one of her colleagues. An observation that is common to everyone who took the time to write about Lynn is her undying thirst for knowledge. They all pointed out that she is constantly researching, reading, and seeking new strategies and information that she can use to help the students and staff of Basin City Elementary be more successful. I personally know firsthand her skills as a teacher. You see, in what seems like another lifetime, I was Lynn's principal for 4 years at Basin City Elementary. During our time working together, Mrs. King taught me more about reading instruction and assessment than any college professor ever could have. She took me on learning walks and showed me how to conduct observations of reading lessons. She taught me what to look for in a reading lesson And she even gave me small reading groups of my own so I could experience firsthand the strategies that I was asking my teachers to employ. She showed me how to help students and teachers be more successful, and she showed me how to reward and recognize students in meaningful ways. And with the true finesse of a master teacher, she did all of this while making me think it was my idea and allowing me to still believe I was in charge. To be honest, these lessons she crafted for me made me a better principal as I applied them to many different content areas and leadership situations for the rest of my time as a building principal. Another of her colleagues and the parent of a former student sums it up best when she writes that Lynn has taught me numerous and valuable teaching skills and the importance of a strong work ethic. She cares deeply for all the students and staff. She shows compassion for all and lives her life with great character and integrity. For her role as an incredible teacher to both children and adults alike, the North Franklin School District is proud to present Lynn King with the Crystal Apple Award. Thank you.
It's my great honor and privilege to share with you regarding Annalie Pruneda, a distinguished teacher from Othello School District. A short story about Annalie Pruneda. Soon after I arrived in Othello, I heard of an amazing teacher who was engaging and who had achieved superior results on a Spanish AP exam in which all students passed. In fact, she had a reputation among staff and students about being an outstanding teacher. And every time I went to her class, and although I did not understand much of what was being said, what I do know was that Mrs. Pruneda was an outstanding teacher. You see, I don't know much about Spanish, but I do recognize exceptional teaching. She commands the room, and her students are 100% engaged in the learning activities. Throughout the years that I've known Annalie, she has consistently demonstrated exemplary teamwork and leadership. She's demonstrated commitment to excellence and dedication to her students. She's a master facilitator who insists that all voices in her department are heard and valued. Annalie has led her department steadfastly for the past few years, and in that time, the department is undergoing tremendous growth in cohesiveness and effectiveness as their student numbers continue to grow due to the success of their students in their world language courses. Annalie is an incredible teacher. An example of her dedication to her students is attending professional development during the summer months. She's regularly attended national training seminars and conferences that focuses on teaching strategies and best practices to enhance student learning. She voluntarily attends these trainings and then shares her learnings with her department. Her dedicated efforts increases the effectiveness of the whole department. Annalie is a very successful AP teacher, and because of her commitment to excellence, for 3 years in a row, Annalie has had 100% of her students pass the rigorous and demanding AP Spanish test with a score of 3 or better. Every day she takes time to meet with her students and helps them on assignments, even if it's not in her own content area. It's realized by all teachers that she is someone who genuinely cares for her students and goes the extra mile to help them. Annalie is an educator's role model. She exceeds expectations in caring for her students. She sets high personal standards as a teacher and strives to meet that standard every day with every student. All students, regardless of their language, background, they are all assured of an excellent opportunity to maximize their Spanish language skills in a supportive learning environment in Mrs. Pruneda's class. Regardless of the issue or challenge, Annalie can be counted on for support, encouragement, and a fresh perspective. Annalie's greatest qualifying characteristic is her love and concern for her students. She strives to become a genuine caregiver for her students, and she doesn't stop concerning herself for their academic progress and language development. But with time and care, Annalie uses her deep community roots to go beyond the walls of the school and connect with her students and their families. She is truly an advocate for them. Annalie is a dedicated, enthusiastic educator and without question embodies all of the qualities found in the Crystal Apple Award recipient. In summary, as the superintendent of Othello School District, it is my privilege to be able to share in this award ceremony with Annalie Pruneda. She's an exemplary teacher and well-deserving of the Crystal Apple Award. Congratulations, Annalie. Thank you.
It is a privilege to recognize great and inspirational educators from throughout our region. As I continue into my 4th year as superintendent in Pasco, I'm filled with gratitude and respect for the tremendous work, dedication, and commitment of all of the educators in our area. Longtime educator Rita Pearson once stated that every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection, and who insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. That statement personifies the commitment that many of our Pasco teachers make in breaking the cycle of circumstances that our students come from. A commitment to changing the future, a commitment to shaping the generations that come after us. That is certainly the case for the Pasco teacher that we honor today, who has been making a difference since she began teaching in Pasco nearly 20 years ago. It is my honor to congratulate a most inspirational teacher, Twain Elementary dual language kinder teacher, Minerva Espinoza. As I mentioned, Minerva has been a teacher in Pasco School District for more than 2 decades, and the district's English language learners have always been a passion. She spent several years as a bilingual teacher at Markham Elementary before finding her longtime home at Twain Elementary. This year, Minerva has accepted a new challenge, transitioning into the district's 2-way dual language program, as the district has now expanded the program to 6 Pasco elementary schools, including Twain. Minerva's dedication to her kindergarten students is apparent in her happy demeanor, their academic progress, and their preparedness to move to 1st grade. In her nomination letter, Twain Elementary Principal Barbara Pierce noted, while kindergarten teachers have a magic fairy dust, Minerva's is something special. She knows exactly where each of her students stand in both languages, in English and Spanish. She creates fun and engaging lessons that inspire students to be passionate readers, fluent writers, and thoughtful mathematicians. Bernadette Flores, one of Minerva's colleagues at Twain, shares these thoughts. As a bilingual kinder teacher, Minerva does not see challenges as difficulties. Instead, she views these challenges as opportunities to learn, teach, and create different pathways for her students, giving each of them the highest opportunity for success and achievement. It's educators like Minerva who inspire students and others around them to always put their best foot forward. Making a difference in the lives of students, inspiring them to continue to do great things, please join me in congratulating a truly amazing teacher who embodies the pride of Pasco, Minerva Espinoza.
Hi, I am Matt Ellis, the superintendent of Prosser School District, and I'm recording this message to congratulate Kasey-Blair. Kasey, thank you for the work that you do on behalf of our students, and this award in excellence in education is well deserved. Your influence has been far-reaching within Prosser School District. Your students, colleagues, and administrators have commented on the impact that you've had in their lives. One of your colleagues, Susan Morenga, has said that you're an excellent team player and that you contribute to the overall environment of Prosser High School. Your principal, Brian Bailey, has said that you're the lifeblood of PHS, and they rely on your energy to carry them. Our assistant superintendent, Deanna Flores, has said that you bring out the best in people. You're the consummate example of a warm demander. When I was asked, who is Kasey-Blair? What's she about? I would say first and foremost, she's a Mustang. I want to thank you for coming back to the community you grew up in and choosing to serve them. You have a tremendous heart and a heart for kids. And that heart, like many of our hearts, is Mustang red. So I want to thank you and I want to congratulate you on your achievement. I also want to tell you that the community of Prosser is proud of you. Thank you for giving your best every day to the students of Prosser School District. You're a rock star.
Hello, my name is Brian Moore, and I'm the Assistant Superintendent in the Richland School District. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce and recognize this year's Richland School District Crystal Apple Award winner, Brian Neill. Brian has worked in our school district for 16 years, the last 10 years at Jason Lee Elementary as an elementary counselor. Brian's all about kids and relationships and family. He's the model of what any school would want in elementary counselor. He supports students, parents, staff. He's been the anchor of the Jason Lee family for us. There's many things Brian does within the school. A few that come to mind are that Brian's in every classroom. He teaches every student character education lessons, social skills. Brian's also created many options for students inside the school day that need some extra choice or some extra connection time or extra care. Brian's led his team in the development of a PBIS, or Positive Behavior Systems and Support System, that's improved the culture and climate and school management at Jason Lee. He connects and coaches parents through tough times and also creates opportunities for parents to be more involved with their students' school. All these things have contributed to discipline rates decreasing, attendance rates increasing, student learning increasing, parent involvement increasing. We've been very, very lucky to have Brian not only at Jason Lee, but in our district, and it's my honor to be able to share about him tonight and also congratulate him as our Richland School District 2019-20 Crystal Apple Award winner. Congratulations, Brian.